Hi, and welcome to the Dirty Cleats Podcast. I'm Brian Kreitz, and I'm joined with Tim Costigan as usual.
Hey, guys.
How's it going, Tim?
It's going pretty good. How are you, Brian?
Good. I'm 2-0 in our fantasy league. I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, I know you are. You got to quit rubbing that in.
I believe we play each other this week, right?
Yes, we do.
What do you think?
I just got a call from my wife, so I have to take a second here real quick.
Okay.
I just got a text her, so I don't know what's wrong.
Okay.
I'm just going to put podcast.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, guys, this is Tim Costigan coming to you from Dirty Cleats. It's Brian over there drinking his milk. Whatever he's got in there.
Actually, a Coke Zero, but yeah. Okay. So let's get into it. I guess we'll talk about our week. Was this week 2 of our fantasy league? And
week 3 coming up.
We got week 3 coming up, but we can talk about last week. So
week 2 results.
Yeah, go ahead, Tim, if you want to.
Let me get back in there. I'll look at them real quick.
Okay.
I don't know the exact score. I can start with my own game. I lost to Freddie by like 7, but had I not had Alvin Kamara, I would have lost by about 70. My team was just not do anything. My guys didn't show up.
Gotcha.
If it wasn't for Alvin Kamara, I would have got toasted. Looks like Worm, Kevin took care of Tony pretty handily in the second matchup. And then State Farm, which is Jake, pretty much beat up on Dave.
Yeah, which is
I don't want to call him David. Dave.
Which is the Wolverine
Warriors, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Alvin, the birthday boy. Oh, you want to take some? Sorry, guys. I was doing them all.
No, go ahead.
Alvin, the birthday boy. Shout out to Alvin Ellsbury for his birthday today. Beat up on Mark. And then Gotham Knights, which is you, Crazy, defeated Devin.
Yeah, by 11. Yeah, going into
Devin by 11.
I know. Going into that game, I was in the first half of the games on Sunday. I was down it was a 117 to 80, and then Marvin Harrison Jr. happened and pretty much got me within distance of Devin. And then Monday night happened, and I had Bijan Robinson and the kicker from the Eagles, and I ended up winning by 11 points. I didn't think I was going to win. I really didn't. But I'm pretty happy that I won. The league's been really competitive. Everybody's been putting their lineups in, making pickups. What's your favorite pickup so far of the year, Tim?
Well, one thing I want to say before we talk about pickups is what injury does Christian McCaffrey have, do you know?
I have to look and see. Hold on.
Well, I was looking. I think it said help Brian get his week 1 victory injury.
Well, yeah, that
that's what I was talking about.
Oh, yeah, that was a lot.
Because without that, you would have lost week 1, big boy.
Oh, I know. I got lucky. I got really lucky.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
I'll take it. But
the best pickup so far this year. Oh God, I really liked Alvin made a good pickup today because I put $1 in for the same guy, but since I had other pickups, Alvin got him. It was Wan'Dale Robinson, the backup receiver for the Giants, and Alvin got him for $1.
I was gonna say he didn't get him for much.
That was pretty good because I put $1 in for him too, but I don't. When it's a guy like that, I'm thinking I could find somebody else just as well, you know.
Yeah.
But I thought that was a good pickup. I also thought you picked up Bowers. That was a good pickup. I'm trying to think. I know I saw another one that just the other day somebody did. Kevin made a good pickup with what's his name? Or I'm drawing a blank right now. DeMarcus Robinson, is that correct?
Yeah,
is that the name of the receiver for the Rams?
Yeah,
because Puka's gone for a while, and so I believe so is Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp hurt his ankle. He sprained it or did something to it bad.
Yeah, I mean, I took our leagues to the point where a lot of these guys are starting to know who these guys are if they need to get. Like Fred even knew, you know. I was kind of surprised. He dropped Tua. He picked somebody else up.
Who did he? He picked up Aaron Rodgers last week.
Right, which was, that's a very good pickup, but I don't know why you want to drop Tua. He could have put him on his IR.
He could have, but supposedly he might not play till like week 8. So,
Yeah, but still, I mean, and that's the little things that are kind of hard to figure out when you're learning on the computer system how to do the league.
gotcha.
I always had trouble with that IR thing. I was like, am I doing this right?
Yeah, all you gotta do is go to the IR. And
Well, it's not hard once you figure it out, but at first it's a little confusing.
Yeah, but I mean, then again, he might think that Tua might not come back at all. So
True, that's true.
He's actually, I mean, he's sitting 2-0. I'm kind of, I mean, he's doing really well. I'm really surprised.
Yeah, Alvin Kamara, I would have got toasted though. My team was horrible this week, and I have a feeling they're going to do it again when I play you.
Really?
Yeah, I don't hate my team. I like the guys I got. I just don't. They're just not producing. I mean,
gotcha.
Once Jaden Daniels and McLaurin start to hook up like you were saying, he's gonna be fine. I worry about Amari Cooper. And I never thought I'd have to worry about him in the beginning of the year, but with the way that's going, I just want them to get a new quarterback.
I think the Browns are just in trouble, and altogether they spent too much money on that
which means me picking their defense might not be a bad idea now, because their defense is going to be on the field a lot to get opportunities, and their defense is good, but their offense just can't do anything.
I think a lot of times that you have to, with the defense, it's dependent on who the opponent is each week. I mean,
true.
Defense. Say Cleveland's playing San Francisco. Mm-hmm. Cleveland's got a hell of a defense, right? But San Francisco's like a juggernaut on offense if all their guys are healthy. So it's sort of like, kind of give and take there, I guess. So I don't know.
Yeah, you want to start your defense against the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, you do.
You did, didn't you, this week?
Oh yeah, I started the Chargers against the Carolina Panthers. Oh yeah,
mm-hmm.
I actually picked the Chargers up. So, but yeah,
good move.
It wasn't too bad. Hasn't been a lot of trading in our league, which is unusual. It's kind of weird.
Well, you tried to trade me, and I rejected you.
Oh, I did, didn't I? Just I've made one.
I hit the reject button.
I got you. I think I made one trade with Jake, and that's really been about it. But it's still early, so I mean, like you said.
Well, I'm thinking about shopping Matt Stafford, because I mean he's pretty good. I mean, but you said he doesn't have receivers now, so he's not as good as you think he is, or something. I don't know.
That's a little weary there, and his offensive line is banged up a little bit too.
Still Matt Stafford though, dude.
He's good, but he's also gaining age, and then he's going.
Still Matt Stafford, dude.
I get you. But even when he was with the Lions, he actually still had some receivers to throw to. If you got Cooper Kupp and you got Puka out, man,
I'm never going to use him anyway. If I use my Stafford, I might as well consider my season over, because Josh Allen will be done and I won't have a chance to win.
Well, you still have to cover a bye week, so.
Well, other than that,
yeah, I got you.
I could pick up anybody for a bye week.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, yeah.
That's the reason I wanted Allen so bad. And I got traded up with Tony to get that pick, because I just think the quarterbacks are very valuable when it comes down the stretch.
True.
And I'd rather have Josh Allen than like some guy like Anthony Richardson or something like that,
You mean like the guy I got?
Oh, I forgot that was your guy.
That's okay. He had a rough week last week, Somehow he still got me 13 points. I have no idea how. He looked like crap. Like, I'm not gonna mince words. I mean, even if
who plays tomorrow night?
The Jets and Patriots.
You got Breece Hall.
Oh yeah, I got Hall going tomorrow night. So I like my.
I don't have anybody in that game. I don't think.
Honestly, I hate playing guys on Thursdays.
I agree with that. That's how Allen was on Thursday. He didn't do what he would normally do.
I'm just not a fan. I don't feel like they for some reason on Thursdays they just don't produce as much. I don't know. But generally, just the league in general, the offense is down anyway, so who knows? So
I think Thursday games sometimes are a little tricky because they're just coming off the Sunday and they're getting ready to go into it. And then it's the guys that play like the Monday nights the week after being on a Thursday game. That guy's fresh. He's off for 10, 12 days. I mean, that's who you need to be starting. But it's too hard to read into that schedule thing. You could do it if you sat home all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a lot.
I could look at my lineup against you, and I could say, "Oh, well, this guy's better against this team because this defense is weaker than this against the pass." But it doesn't really matter that much.
Well, you just don't know what's going to happen either, man. I mean, like week 1, Marvin Harrison Jr. had 1 catch for 4 yards, and then week 2 he goes off. You know, I mean, you just don't know. Or like a guy like Malik Neighbors, players.
Who did the Cardinals play in week 1?
I'd have to look and see. Oh.
I'm just trying to remember. He played the Rams this week, right?
I believe so.
Harrison Jr. played the Rams. I know he played the Rams this week.
Let's see. Week 1, they played the Bills.
See, the Bills' defense is not that good. I mean, they're okay.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show you that what you're saying is absolutely correct. You don't ever know what's going to happen.
No, you don't. And obviously now, first couple of weeks of the season, the NFL, most teams have been running the ball more than actually passing the ball.
I just wish I could find one more good receiver out there in free agent land. There's not a lot of them,
That's going to be a hard one.
Well, what's his name? The tricky part with me is, I could have put a bid in for Brock Powers if I wanted to, but here the problem would have been when Hawkinson comes back, I have to drop one of them.
But Hawkinson might not come back till close to the end of the year, though.
Well, I think it's week 8.
Yeah. Who's your other tight? You got? Oh, that's right.
I got Laporta, so I can't have. See, I wish I could have 3 tight ends on my roster, but it doesn't work that way.
Nah, it doesn't. I mean, we could maybe next year change that, but this year not for sure. We do not.
It's okay.
But yeah, so all right, we talked about our league a little bit. What about the NFL? What team's surprising you the most so far?
You mean Vikings for sure come right to my head because Sam Darnold's the quarterback and they're 2-0 and they're actually supposed to be the laughingstock of their division. I don't get that.
You just never know.
Definitely the Vikings. I'm surprised by a move that happened on our team, not necessarily their record, but I think Carolina gave up on Young too quickly.
Really? I mean, he's
I don't know, man.
17. I don't know. I mean,
he's what?
They're 2-17 since he started.
But it's not just that his fault completely.
No, I'm not saying that, but I think they should probably give him a little bit more of an opportunity, considering what he had last year. But also, the new coach coming in doesn't have any stock in that guy because he did draft.
But it's just like Daniel Jones. I mean, if Daniel Jones is still starting, then Carolina should have given Young a little bit more of an opportunity.
Yeah, well, maybe
their team is bad, dude. It's not just him.
Well, I think if if Young went to a different team, I think could be better. Like imagine. I
almost wonder if him and Stroud would have flip flopped. What would have happened?
I don't know.
Would he have been the guy in Houston because Houston has a good team, and how would Stroud ended up turning out?
But the thing is, Houston, that when they drafted Stroud or that in that draft, they didn't really have a good team though. So they had one really good draft and some good free agent pickups. You just never know.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I just think Young may have been the same type of quality in Houston as Stroud, but you'll never know.
Oh, I agree. Like I could see if say that Miami comes and they want to trade for him. With Gio's injury history and stuff, and just have him as a backup and see what happens.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That could be
good. That'd be better for him, probably.
Be a really good situation for him. I mean, I'm not wishing anything bad on Tua, but man, he's had 4 or 5 concussions.
4 or 5, yeah.
And eventually he's going to have to probably retire, I would imagine.
So. The former San Diego Chargers, now the Los Angeles Chargers, they're undefeated.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
I'm pretty surprised about the Saints, man. I'm actually kind of happy for them, to be honest about it.
The Saints?
Yeah.
Who dat?
Yeah, who dat?
Who dat? Who dare? Who dare? Who dat? Who dare?
I'm really happy for Derek Carr because I do.
I knew you would be too. I knew you would be.
I did pick him up.
Every year this happens, and this week's going into week 3, and you picked him up, and guess what will happen in week 11? You'll be dropping him.
Probably.
It's a fact. Because Derek Carr, dude, they're in La La Land right now. They're dreaming. They're dreaming. They're not. It's not going to happen for long, Brian.
It probably won't.
Oh, my God. Derek Carr. You and Derek Carr, man. He's the most overrated quarterback in the NFL. If he was sitting right next to me, I would tell him to his face.
Actually, I think Dak Prescott's the most overrated NFL quarterback.
He's right there with him. He's right. He's definitely right there with Carr.
Yeah, I would say. But
I wouldn't disagree with that.
But also with the Saints, they got this new offensive coordinator who has ties to the Niners, and we know that most offensive coordinators that have ties to the Niners succeed. So, I mean, maybe that's what they needed.
Their offensive coordinator's a genius. That guy's been putting some good offensive plays in there. He put a play in there where they were down on like the 15-yard line going into the end zone, and Kamara ran from the backfield and ran like out into the flat and then snuck back in and caught a pass and took it in. I mean, there was some good play calling. Yeah, you're right about that.
And they're using Shaheed a lot. They're using him like Debo a little bit. You know what I mean? They got him in the backfield. They got him, obviously, he's a receiver, but they're using him a little bit like Debo, I think.
Well, what about the two teams that we like to talk about? Well, your team and,
the Eagles,
these guys.
Yeah, they lost by a point this week. Whether they should have won. In my opinion, the coach, he should have kicked, I think it's in the first quarter, he should have kicked a field goal. Should have kicked 2 field goals, honestly.
I heard they left 6 points on the board.
They did, and they would have won. And
I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
And then also, I think towards the end of it, because I tried to watch the whole game, but I had to be at work early, and I only watched about halftime. But from what I understand, is in the fourth quarter, it was like down to a minute or something like that. Instead of running the ball with Saquon more, they tried to throw him a pass. It was an incomplete pass, and basically gave the Falcons a timeout when they were out of timeouts. And that was the difference in the game, I think.
I mean, at that point, you want to throw the ball away. You don't want to throw it, throw it away.
But you throw it away, it stops the clock, though.
So does, yeah. So you're right about that. But
you need to run the ball. If they had the lead, they could have just ran it and just called it.
They were winning, you said.
Yeah, they were winning.
Well, then you just run the football. That's the same stupid mistake the Falcons made on their own self when they lost to New England in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because Falcons they were throwing to Julio Jones a lot, and then they should have ran the clock out.
Well,
that was when they had Devonta Freeman.
Yeah. Well, what about the Seahawks when they were playing the Patriots?
That was crazy. That was the craziest one I've ever seen.
They should have. They had.
Dude, you got Marshawn Lynch. Dude, you don't even think twice. You just run the ball.
Yeah. Instead,
it's Marshawn Lynch.
Instead, they wanted to get into, I guess, Russell Wilson's ego at the time. Like
2 years in our old league, I had when you were in it the 1 year and the other year, you and Tony weren't in it yet. But 2 years in a row, I had Marshawn Lynch number 1 pick and Peyton Manning number 2 pick.
Gotcha. Yeah, Lynch was tough, but
he was awesome.
But yeah, I mean, going back to the surprise team. So, what teams are surprised to you because they're not doing so well?
Bengals, because they definitely could be 1-1. I mean, they definitely could be 1-1. The first game, they've even said the officials with the call with Gesicki in the end zone, that was the wrong call, and it should have been a touchdown.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously they can't go back and rewrite the history books. But
no.
And in Kansas City, man, I know the last call was pass interference, but there were a lot of ticky-tack calls that the Bengals didn't get and Chiefs always get.
Well, I
don't care who beats the Chiefs. It's just got to stop.
I know. But that and then Chase acting like an idiot. Like, dude.
Yeah, that was stupid, too.
That just cost you 15 yards. And, to me, I'm not saying that cost the game, but it added to the reasoning why they lost the game.
I don't know. If I'm Jamar Chase right now and I'm looking around and wondering why I'm not getting that money, I'm still seeing guys like T. Higgins on my team and now the rookie Burton and even Trenton Irwin and Oshavas. And you got a lot of receivers. They don't really need him like he thinks they do.
But here's the thing: T. Higgins at the end of the year is probably going to walk, so they're not going to sign him.
Well, he probably will.
Yeah. So I mean,
but who's to say they can't trade Jamar Chase for another receiver who has a better attitude?
That's true. I don't know who they could get though. But.
What about Devonta Smith? He'd probably love to be a number 1. He would come here.
Yeah, I would like to see. I mean, I like Devontae Smith. I like him a lot. So
He would love to be a number one. He'll never be a number one when he's next to A.J. Brown.
I hate to see him leave the Eagles, though, man, just because.
But I'm just talking about guys like that, Jalen Waddle. He'll never be a number one when he's next to Tyreek Hill.
No, until Tyreek Hill retires.
Right. So there's just guys that they have an opportunity, but Chase has just really got to settle down. I mean, they already have tried to give him almost exactly what he wants. He just still cries.
I know.
I think he's kind of obnoxious.
A little bit. But it's the NFL, man. These guys do crazy things just try to get their money, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But, like, I can't believe, the Lions? Lions are 1-1, right?
1-1. They lost to Tampa. Tampa's 2-0, which is really crazy.
It is, but they got the system to get. I guess they got their players together and they got a system. So, you know, to surprise people and win. So
how's your new job going?
It's going good.
Instead of just talking about football all day here on this podcast, I want to know how's your work going.
It's going good. I've been there for about a month. I'm liking it. About 2 weeks, I'll probably be going to the second shift, but it's going good.
What time is second shift?
2:30 to 10:30.
You'll be working like the same time as I will.
Yeah, you start a new job soon too, right?
I start my new job next Thursday at the hospital. I'll be working 2:30 to 11, but I only have to work like 3 days a week.
That's not bad.
I don't work full time like you do. I'll have to figure it out and sit down with my new boss when I get there, but I'll work every other weekend. One weekend I'll be completely off, and one weekend I'll have to work the whole time. Good. But if I'm working that whole weekend, I can only work like 1 or 2 more days during that week, or I'll go over my hours.
Gotcha.
So like the weekend I'm working, I'll have almost a whole week off.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. The job's going. Yeah, my job's going really well.
What's the name of the company?
It's Eurostampa.
Eurostampa. I've never heard of that.
They've been around for a while. We print labels for different kinds of. For liquor, for high-end liquor bottles, we do stuff for Tic Tac. Tic Tac.
But you're enjoying it?
Yeah, I like it.
I'm glad to hear that.
We're trying to get back in the swing of printing again, but yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Well,
you've always been good at that.
I do okay. I work with a couple of people I used to work with before, so that helps, you know. So, but yeah, it's going good.
Well, so I'm just going to go ahead and say happy birthday to Alvin Ellsburn. Okay. He finally caught up to me and you. He's now 48. You know.
Wow. Yeah, he is.
I mean, he's the champion. He's a birthday boy.
Yeah, I'm sure they're having a good old time today celebrating his birthday. So
they probably are.
Well, happy birthday, Alvin. Yep. Today is the day. So that's good, though. So is there anything else you really want to talk about today?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, this is us signing off, the Dirty Cleats, and we will see you probably next week. Have a good day.